Rusty Quill presents.
Welcome to Ain't Slayed Nobody. This is an actual play podcast intended for adults, and may contain material that some people find disturbing. Please see the episode notes for content warnings, and listen with care. Hey y'all, this is Cup reminding you that we are on Patreon. We just completed our long-running World War II Cthulhu series, The Meat Trade, with Scott Dorward, so that is all ready for you to binge. We're also doing early drops of all of our improv videos and our Cosmic Dark campaign with Graham Walmsley. That's amazing, so don't miss out. This is a great community, and we'd love for you to join. Most of all, you're helping to support our show. You can sign up right now at patreon.com/ain'tslayed. That's patreon.com/ain'tslayed. Thank you.
Did you know that foreign investors are quietly funding lawsuits in American courts through a practice called third-party litigation funding? Shadowy overseas funders are paying to sue American companies in our courts, and they don't pay a dime in U.S. taxes if there is an award or settlement. They profit tax-free from our legal system, while U.S. companies are tied up in court, and American families pay the price, to the tune of $5,000 a year. But there is a solution. A new proposal before Congress would close this loophole and ensure these foreign investors pay taxes, just like the actual plaintiffs have to. It's a common-sense move that discourages frivolous and abusive lawsuits and redirects resources back into American jobs, innovation, and growth. Only President Trump and congressional Republicans can deliver this win for America and hold these foreign investors accountable. Contact your lawmakers today and demand they take a stand to end foreign-funded litigation abuse.
We all belong outside. We're drawn to nature, whether it's the recorded sounds of the ocean we doze off to, or the succulents that adorn our homes. Nature makes all of our lives, well, better. Despite all this, we often go about our busy lives removed from it. But the outdoors is closer than we realize. With All Trails, you can discover trails nearby and explore confidently. With offline maps and on-trail navigation, download the free app today.
Previously on Bleeker Trails. Junction has never been kind, and Moni and patients are learning its cruelty firsthand. Chester woke up from days of unconsciousness to find himself headlining a freak show at the mercy of a doctor whose methods were far from healing. When an attempted cure went horribly wrong, Chester and the doctor fell prey to the nightmare jellyfish creatures from El Capitan. Meanwhile, Moni's troubles deepened as Milford's furious son arrived seeking answers and revenge.
Good day to you. Interesting weather today.
Patients will tip their hat. Father, wouldn't think Holy Father such as yourself would be going in for, was it divination and things, Father? Ain't it against church teachings?
Well, yes. But when it comes to seeking the truth, we must be committed to uncovering it, even if there are uncertainties or consequences. You must keep an open mind, patients.
Oh, I got plenty of open mind. I'll listen to anyone.
Have you noticed any unusual occurrences around camp today?
Well, cat seems to be everywhere.
Oh, yes, I suppose there are several strays running about with the rat infestation.
And there's a giant snake that went missing. And a lot of people dying. And there's some strange folks going around just repeating things with kind of, what's the word Ms. Moni used? Blank stares?
Those are poignant examples. Strange weather.
Patience puts their hat back on their head and says, "Sorry, Father. Ma always said I was a holy terror."
You no bother at all. I plan to be in town here for a few days if you need to talk. Seek me out.
Highly unlikely, but we'll see. So I'll just go up to the wagon door and just sort of knock. Ms. Dot, might I come in?
I can't tell, it's gonna burn me down.
Patients takes off their hat because they're polite, put it under their arm, and walk in. But with their left hand on their pistol at their hip, one of the pistols at their hip, just in case there's trouble.
In this town?
If the priest was, if the priest was just talking to her, theoretically she should still be here. So if she's not answering, maybe there's a problem. And I don't trust priests anyway.
Well, when Patience steps further into the wagon, they find Dot sitting quietly staring at her crystal ball. She's surrounded by a low-lying crimson smoke. It almost looks like she's sitting on a red cloud. And Waldo's up on the shelf, wide-eyed, kind of like hopping around anxiously from foot to foot.
Fucking bird.
The crystal ball's cloudy, but Dot seems to be in a trance, nearly catatonic.
So I'll just go up and kind of wave a hand in front of her face.
Yeah, she doesn't respond. Instead, she just vacantly stares ahead at the crystal ball, which churns with shapes. And just for a second, they congeal into what looks like an angry mob on a dockside.
What in tarnation?
The colors split and bleed into motion, showing more flickering pictures of the docks as violence breaks out.
Kind of tap the glass a little bit.
As you tap the glass, the scene almost responds to you. The image dissolves into kind of just a smoky sheen that's left inside the ball.
Look up at Waldo. Well, now, ain't that a kick in the head?
Waldo hops back and forth on his perch. He looks kind of flustered.
Killer! Killer!
Well, now, Mr. Waldo, you go around throwing accusations at people, and we never know if you're speaking about the person to whom you are speaking, or if it's about someone else who may or may not have just left this wagon, so I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and not take that as a personal insult at this moment.
He just squawks and moves behind a vase on the shelf.
Probably wise.
As Dot stares ahead.
So I'll shake her shoulder a little bit.
The scene on the docks reforms in the crystal ball as you're leaning across, trying to shake Dot awake. Give me a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Extreme.
Wow, on that, you catch a glimpse of a familiar face in the bustling crowd and churning mist. It's that new magician from Bleeker's show, and he's with a strong man you're sure you've seen. They're with a third man who you don't know. They shove through the protesters and get lost amidst the placards. Just as the image fades, you catch the sleek form of a black cat slipping between feet of a mob, and then it hurries after the trio.
So it's a dock, right? So it's somewhere with water, so it's not in Junction.
That's right. It looks like it's on the coast somewhere.
Well, now, that'd be strange.
You know, on an extreme success, I think you're going to know that this is Edgewater. It's a little town near Galveston, Texas.
A little bit too close to home for my liking. Might have to have a chat with that cat. just kind of talking to themselves out loud as they're used to doing because they can't keep their thoughts contained in their head.
Uh-huh. And when you mention the cat, Waldo starts squawking again.
Well, now, Mr. Waldo, if and you're a good bird, I'll even talk to the cat away from you.
Waldo's excitement startles Dot out of this stupor. She blinks a few times and looks at you, kind of staring through you, not acknowledging you quite yet.
Mm-hmm. Good afternoon, Ms. Dot. You doing all right there?
Patience. Yes, I'm fine. A bit out of sorts. My apologies.
What was the father bothering you? Priests can be a little bit pushy sometimes.
Yes, they can, but what priest? I'm missing the relevance.
There was a father, local priest, said he was just talking to you. Came out of your wagon. No, I don't think so. Not today. Just now?
She's really confused, looking suspiciously at the crystal ball, which is now holding a sheen of smoke.
Looked a little bit like a fox had been caught in the hen house, if you ask me. But, you don't remember?
No, of course, I remember. Perhaps the message wasn't meant for me. This is not a precise science. What can I do for you?
Well, ma'am, I got a mighty strange letter from back home from one of my partners, and, well, it don't look right. And I was just wondering if there was a way for you to maybe look in on them and tell me if they're doing all right. I left town to get away from some pretty unsavory types and was hoping they'd follow me out here, but I'm kind of worried they might have gone to my home.
Even before you finish, she's lighting red candles around the table and around the crystal ball.
Yes, I can show you what you seek. Quickly, I need a personal effect of some kind.
I got the letter. They'll just kind of hand it over.
It may help, but no, something from back home. Something that would be missed.
Well, they pull out Caroline's handkerchief, which they'd shown to Moni before. It has Caroline's initials in the corner. And they dig out St. Christopher's medallion that has the letter M engraved on the back of it. And, I got these little things they gave me before I left. Just be careful with them if you use them.
Dot starts to arrange the table, covering the eyes of one of the skulls with the letter, and putting coins in the eyes of those without. She reaches for you, her hands outstretched.
Give me your hand.
They'll extend their hand a little bit gingerly because even though they're not religious anymore, they did kind of grow up with that fear of superstitious things that the priests taught them. So just kind of gingerly reaching out.
She takes you by the wrist and sets your palm on the crystal, and it thrums against your skin. With her other hand, she scrapes her nails down the ball's surface, and it emits this shrill screech, setting the cat skull's teeth chattering. Waldo begins to squawk and ruffle his feathers as a dry desert wind blusters through the wagon, carrying the sweet scent of poppies. Dot's clutching nails on your wrist dig deep into the skin, and blood wells up and dribbles onto the crystal ball. It hisses and spits as the red drops hit, setting the glass into blooms of orange. Your vision swoons as you hear the grit and sand striking your coat in the breeze, and you fall forward, consumed by the blazing sun. I think I need a POW roll here, but I will give you a bonus die for the personal effect.
Okay. Success. 64 under 70.
Okay, on a regular success, you stare up at the blue sky, your hand shading the sun as you're battered by sand and wind. You blink away a reverie that you can't quite remember, and you're trying to get your bearings. Around you are familiar rows of abandoned shops and forgotten wagons, things you'd expect to see on the main street of El Paso, your home. but it seems no one's been here in quite some time. Which I will take a sanity roll for.
Uh-huh. Because this is weird. Even for everything Patience has seen, this is weird. Extreme. I can only pass sanity rolls. I think I've only failed one sanity roll this entire goddamn campaign.
So you won't lose any sanity. This, it's not your first Dot vision.
And being transported elsewhere also. So.
Yes, but the gravity of the situation isn't lost on you despite those adventures in El Capitan. This isn't even the weirdest thing you've seen today, probably, but you sense that this place feels wrong, and you have this strong feeling of loss. It's seeping into you as you start to walk up the eerily quiet street. Inside the shops, it seems as if people just got up and left. There's coffee that hasn't been drank and supplies that are half bagged.
Kind of walk down the street, hearing my spurs click as I go down the... It kind of echoes, I imagine, with all the emptiness around.
Just the clicking of your spurs in the stirring wind.
Patience is used to being alone, but not in a familiar place. And so they're just going to call out the names of people they know who would work on this street or like businesses they frequented, bartenders, that sort of thing. Just hoping for someone, even if it's not the people they're calling for, to answer back.
You're calling out, walking toward the town square, and you begin to see something through the haze and swirling sand. A large group of people is gathered around the square. They're moving very slowly. Some are just rocking back and forth in place. Others, they take a step, they take a long pause, and then take another step.
Howdy, folks. Gonna walk up towards them.
Yeah, no one responds, but there are familiar faces. There's Teddy from the livery and Rosa.
Rosa from the cantina.
That's right. All of your friends and acquaintances from El Paso must be here.
Do they have the same kind of blank look like the kid who brought me the letter? Because I would be looking for that, I think, because the kid said that they came from El Paso. Like they brought it from El Paso.
They aren't quite as responsive as he was. They might remind you more of the people you found in the desert on your way into El Capitan, the ones you ended up shooting.
Are they facing in a particular direction? Like all of them facing in one direction, or are they just kind of standing, staring in different directions?
No, there doesn't seem to be any real rhyme or reason to where they're facing or where they're standing, at least as far as you can tell.
I think once I've adjusted to the weirdness a little bit, I'm going to look for Caroline and Mickey.
Of course. Give me a listen roll as you're doing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My listen ain't the greatest. Still failed.
The people here are mumbling, almost so faintly that an average person wouldn't even notice. But you do notice their lips moving very slowly, and maybe it's not mumbling. More like a buzzing sound instead of human speech.
Mm-hmm.
And as you search for Mickey and Caroline, people in the crowd start to reach out and grab at you, Patience. This reminds you of the hallway you found yourself in when you were transported from El Capitan into that strange labyrinth. These people you know, they're pulling at your clothing.
And I think once they start reaching out and grabbing, Patience is just going to take off running in the direction of the ranch, which is a bit out of town, but they don't have Rascal with them, so they're suddenly in a panic because they don't see Mickey and Caroline. Maybe they're at home, maybe they're not affected by all of this, but they're not going to get stuck here.
They're getting more aggressive, more panicked as you try to escape. Give me a strength roll and see if you can break through.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Can I push the roll? Because I failed.
Oh, that would be great. How are you going to push it?
Okay. So I think I'm going to start using my elbows and just trying to push people away using them, because before I was just focused on running, but now they're actually grabbing onto me, so I'm going to get a bit violent.
Ooh, these are your friends, so that must be hard for patients to do.
Mm-hmm. It is hard. It's emotionally hard, especially.
Give me the roll.
I got an extreme.
Oh, great. So on the extreme success, you pull free from the sleepwalkers and start sprinting down a side street looking to take a shortcut out of town. The mob stumbles behind you, and turning down the alley, you find it carpeted in poppies. You take another turn, then another, and soon you don't know where you are. You grew up here, you thought you knew every inch of this town. You feel the panic rise as you turn the last corner, and you find yourself in a dead end, staring at the open doors of an opium den. Out front, several sleepwalkers stand sentinel. They must have been here for some time, as the sand and dirt have turned them almost white, like Greek statues standing on a lawn of poppies. Within the cavernous doors of the den, you can only see vague movements shifting in the cloying darkness.
Someone there?
Are you stepping inside?
Once I get up to the door, well, if I see movement and it's more like purposeful movement, not the kind of ambling that I was seeing from the townsfolks, then it would definitely kind of stop me for a minute.
Okay, I'll take a spot hidden then.
Okay. Success.
Peering inside, you can make out more sleeping figures deep in the gloom. The walls buckle and shape as you approach, forming into faces you know so well. Reminiscent of your time in El Capitan, they beg and plead not to be killed. At the heart of the room, an old man draws your attention as he exhales a long-held breath, and tendrils of carmine smoke churn and explore the room, eager to be inhaled by the sleepers.
Sir?
No response just yet.
I'm gonna wrap my bandana, like take it off from around my neck and wrap it around my mouth and nose so that I don't inhale so much smoke, because I know what an opium den is.
Oh, damn. Well, give me a con roll.
I saw that coming. Okay. Hard success. 24 under 70.
You step forward and see a shifting form lurking behind this old man's facade. And the closer you get, the more you realize that the shifting shadow is not human. It's larger. So much larger. It's sprawling across the back of this den, and I will ask for a sanity check.
Mm-hmm. Success.
Oh, geez. Well, this one is a D3, even on the success.
Okay.
And of course, I rolled a 3.
That's fine. I have too much sand anyway. Okay, I'm down to 64.
Oh, wow. But how does patients react to this?
So I think I kind of startle back a little bit and automatically draw out both my guns. So both justice and mercy.
Good, this will pull the old man's attention to you.
Such a wonderful dreamer. I required your attention, and I fear I must be heavy-handed. A crystal of sorts was stolen away from me, one that is of great importance. I think you may be familiar with it. Well, it must be returned.
Don't tell me this about those goddamn cans of peaches all over again. I swear to Lucifer himself.
I suppose so. You need to focus your efforts on recovering the crystallizer of dreams. Find those who do not dream. They are outside my grasp. When you take it back, return it to me.
Who in tarnation are you, sir?
I am a friend.
Oh, no, you fucking ain't, Mr. Friend. I already got one of those folks in real life. I don't need another one of them running around in my dreams or whatever the fuck this is.
Incentive. A look at what could be, what might still be. They slumber content within dreams for now.
What about Mickey and Caroline?
Anything is possible, should you return what I ask for. This can all be undone. You merely have to dream it once you hold the crystallizer, and it will be so.
You motherfucker.
There are limits to a dull mind, and using it without my guidance would devastate. You must return it to me, and to me alone, or you may lay waste to all you hold dear.
Where the fuck are you? Shadow Man, you could be anywhere.
I am with you always, for I walk within your dreams.
Jesus fucking Christ, I am so tired of all the hedging and the mystifying and the talking in language that ain't clear and to the point. You gotta give me some instructions, Mr. Friend, if the smoke, whatever the fuck you are.
Listen closely. Professor Bleeker seeks the crystal, but his bargain holds risk and the involvement of strangers. He hunts for a woman and her child, but do not be fooled. I would rather you return the crystal to me. He can find another way, and is no concern of ours, yes? Good. Remember, you can restore everything you've ever cherished, Patience.
Mm-hmm. I'll go looking for your goddamn crystal. But if I don't get them back, I will not rest until I've erased every trace of you from every bit of existence.
Waldo squawks and you're jarred out of your daydream. You find yourself back in the wagon, standing now. Waldo stares at you with his glassy black eyes, and Dot sits unmoving as the crystal ball goes dead.
Patience has kind of a grim sort of look on their face, like their jaws tight. And they're going to stand up and take Mickey and Caroline's belongings gently and put them in their coat pocket. Don't test my fucking patience, bird. And jam the hat back on my head and walk out the door.
If Patience is heading back to the Fair Shake Saloon, they'll see through the front window Moni is sitting with a young couple. A girl dressed in a fine frock stands abruptly, looking distressed, and the man blushes furiously and starts to shout, picking up his glove again.
Well, I'm not going to take too kindly to that.
Okay, yeah, Patience storms in and slams the door. How dare you, you lying harpy! And you see this guy raise his glove to Moni.
I'm going to slap him with my leather riding glove across the face.
Okay. I really love the contrast to the dainty white cotton glove that he has. But I will make a roll for him.
Yeah, I was just going to come straight out and slap him across the face.
Oh, he's getting hit either way.
I'm impulsive. This is what we do.
Yeah, he turns toward you right at that moment as you raise the glove. And instead of catching him on the cheek, your glove lands clumsily on his forehead. It's still going to hurt, and to you it looks like he's a pretty frail fellow, a little bit of a weakling. So he stumbles backward and puts his hand to his forehead. Just what the hell is wrong with you people? Who are you?
Milfred, stop.
Where I come from, men don't go around hitting ladies unless they're looking to get hit back.
And this isn't what I would do without exceptional circumstances. This woman killed my father. You have to understand that.
I can assure you she did not. I was there. She tried to stop him from dying.
No, but she...
And it might help you out some if you were to go asking questions instead of going around hitting people first. Which is rich coming from Patience, because they just went out and slapped the guy, but, you know.
Clearly, but whatever. Listen, rules apply when they apply.
Even if this is true, she stole my inheritance.
She did not.
Patience.
I'm glaring.
And she's just very gently, I mean, this isn't a full-on touch. This is almost like hovering right off of your arms. Probably the hand that you just did this sexy-ass whap with. I'll handle the puppy. Can you get us packed, please?
Are you sure? Seems to me he's looking for a fight.
I assure you, I am looking for a fight.
Oh, choose your weapons.
He throws his glove at Patience's feet and looks to Moni. I challenge you to a duel.
Excellent.
Patience, don't,
You're the challenger? That means I pick the weapons. Pistols at 20 paces.
No, there's a misunderstanding. My fight's not with you.
I am stepping in for Ms. Moni. And besides, it would hardly help your reputation for a man like you to be challenging a lady. Now would it?
The woman he's with chimes in from behind. No, it wouldn't. Not at all.
Oh, no. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, God, there's two of them.
Patience is itching for a fight, and you can tell.
Oh, and you know what? She is no longer going to stand between you and what makes you happy. She already kept you out of one situation that she doesn't know if you're ever actually going to forgive her for, so she's going to take that deep, concentrated breath. She's going to look at the two Bambi, she's going to look at you, and she's going to say, fine, I'll get us packed. And then she's going to leave.
You accept, then, that this person is going to stand in for you? This is your fight. Don't run away from your problems, Moni.
A person? I have a name.
Apologies, I haven't had the pleasure.
You didn't bother asking.
Just tell me.
Patience.
Did you say patience?
Is there a problem?
No problem. Very fitting, very fitting. So, I was told that Turkey Hill will be a good spot for the duel. He looks Patience up and down, noticing the weaponry.
Yeah, I've twitched back my long coat so he can see both of my handguns slung over my hips and the fighting knives stuck beside him.
Yeah.
You was told? And who was doing the telling? Someone put you up to this, son?
Turkey Hill. My contact here in Junction told me. Mr. Friend.
Mr. Friend.
Mr. Friend is an expert on many things, especially in this region.
I do believe Turkey Hill is a gravesite, son.
Well, then you won't need to travel far. All right, Moni was leaving, so let's head back to Moni for a moment as Patience treks up to Turkey Hill with Milfred. Moni, you said you were going to pack, or weren't you looking to snoop around Mr. Friend's room?
Oh, yeah, directly to the friend thing, because if the last thing she heard is they're getting ready to do a duel. Well, great, there's going to be a shootout in the middle of the street. That's a great distraction. Let's go turn this room.
Okay, cool. You've already gotten the key from Sally, the master key, and you already know where his room is. So are you just going to go in and take a quick look?
Yeah, she'll slide in and she'll close and lock the door behind her as well.
It's dark but spacious. You can tell the room is immaculate, but he does have some oddities in here.
Okay.
You're going to see in the faint light that's streaking in through the blinds, there are little, small faces in the corner. Very small, very still. A whole collection of them.
I'm seeing a collection of faces, but they're suspended. No one's blinking, no one's speaking, no one's moving.
Yeah, that's right. You'd need to open the blinds for more light to be sure. Walking around in the dark could also be a tripping hazard.
She'll go and open up the curtains.
You let in the light to find that Mr. Friend has an eclectic collection of puppets and mannequins. Some of these are stringed puppets, and there are hand puppets. It's actually an impressive collection. They're dressed in a variety of styles. We have clowns, trapeze artists, business people, doctors, a veritable career fair of mannequins and puppets on display. The most impressive might be the life-sized clown mannequin.
Cup, go home. Really? There's a life-size clown in here, too? In the avalanche of puppets, there's a life-size clown?
You're welcome to investigate the collection. Investigate the rest of the room. Like I said, it's tidy in here.
Yeah, so with full light, she is going to do like that hard pause where she's staring at this mound of puppets and the puppets are staring back at her, and she's like, no, everything's fine. And she's not going to judge people about whatever their weird fetishes are. She's a sex worker. She can accommodate whatever. Puppets is not the weirdest thing she's seen this week. It is peculiar, at least for him, though. And then she's going to start at the furthest corner away from those damn puppets. And when I say literally we're doing a full dress down to this room, like she's taking her time and she's doing a full dress down to this room.
Okay, there's a wardrobe in the opposite corner. You could start there if you'd like.
Yep, perfect.
Give me a spot hidden roll for just searching the room.
Can I argue a bonus die because she's taking her time?
Yeah, you can take a bonus die, but there may be some additional risk that goes with taking extra time.
Oh, yeah, so she succeeded.
In the wardrobe, you see that Mr. Friend has 5 identical gray suits, and you find a pile of correspondence on his desk, letters. He has accounting ledgers that are closed and locked.
Okay. With the 5 gray suits, she is going to be very careful about this, but she's going to take one of the blades off of her skirt, and she's going to make sure that she fucks every single one of these suits up, but you wouldn't notice it until you actually put them on.
Oh my God. Okay.
So she's shredding them, but you can't see it until you actually like either put it on or slide it over your shoulders or pull the pants up, but she's going to shred all 5 of these suits. And every drawer that because if he's tidy, let's piss him off.
That's petty, yeah.
Very petty.
Are you doing anything to the puppet collection?
We're going to save those for last.
Do you want to go through any of these documents?
Yeah, any documents, especially the one that was locked and sealed, she's just going to confiscate. She'll just take with her.
Okay, yeah, you can take the ledgers with you. There are 2 of those.
Perfect. She'll grab those. She'll just, haphazardly grab a stack of the correspondences, especially with anything that has the hard penny last name on it.
You can't help but read some of this correspondence. The author writes about reclaimed steel that's going to be shipped to Edgewater. There's a train yard in Galveston. And what's interesting is that the letters are so vague. No exact locations are given, no details on the purpose of the steel. The letters are from D.B. Johnson, who seems to own a train and shipping company. There are similar letters from a Magnus Vass, who appears to be some sort of engineer. These people have acquired the breaker yard and other assets from D.B. Johnson, who sent his son to keep an eye on the handover. His son, James Johnson.
That motherfucker, Jimmy.
So I imagine like she's sitting on the bed right now with like one leg crossed over the other, and she's chewing on like one of the back of the strands of this dress as she's kind of like reading through these and trying to put pieces together about what the fuck is Mr. Friend actually up to.
Yeah, I was worried you were going to be chewing on one of the puppets.
I'm saving them for last because obviously those are high value.
I won't ask for another roll as you're taking your time. You find a list of familiar names. Patience Cartwright, Moni, the whole gang of performers. Gertrude is listed.
But it's just a list of performers. It doesn't have a rating system or assignments or anything. Just a list.
That's right, just a list of performers. You also find drafts of Milford Hardpenny's last will and testament.
Drafts? Really? How many?
6. No, 7.
And these are all in Friend's handwriting, or what I'm assuming is Friend's handwriting?
They actually get closer to Milford's handwriting with each iteration.
Oh, someone is good at his forgery. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll definitely collect all of those. Okay. Yeah, so she's going to roll over on her belly, and she's going to look dead in the eye of one of those puppets, and she's going to say, all right, kids, let's go. And she's going to go, and she's just going to pick up the first one. And this is like a pick it up, shake it, look it around, check to see if it's a sex doll, if it is, if it isn't, to see if coins or if there's secret compartments on it. Like, she's just, the first one she picks up, we're just going to do a quick rundown on it before we shatter it.
The first one you pick up is a cowboy. It has a bandana tied around its neck, and it's wearing a plaid shirt with a miniature cowboy hat.
Cute.
It's a big puppet, about the size of a toddler.
That is a big puppet, yeah. Porcelain?
Some of them are. This one's more like paper mache.
Okay. So let's shred the clothing off of this one because we always remember our first. We've had several firsts. And then we're just going to tie like the bandana strip to like a piece of the shirt strip to the pants and just make a new little tendril that hangs onto her skirt.
You can destroy that puppet's outfit pretty easily. There are so many puppets. There's a jester that has a hat with the 2 bells on the ends.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so at some point, she's going to have a lot of fun with this one, and she's going to start giving them names.
Okay.
And she's just going to start going through, and it's like, the little nurse puppet goes up in the air, and she's doing something similar to like one of her auditions where she just slices it through the middle, with a blade. And the next one, like some of the smaller ones, she might actually just collect and see if she can pass them out to kids around town, because that will piss them off. It's like little 8-year-old kid walks by with one of his puppets.
Give me a spot hidden as you're destroying the collection.
Big fail, 78 over 45.
As you rifle through the puppet collection, a jack-in-the-box pops out and scares the hell out of you.
Oh my God. Well, okay, so yeah, we'll do total destruction except for the jack-in-the-box. We're going to keep that with us.
Okay. You're taking the jack-in-the-box?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, you probably take one of his suitcases if you need the room.
Oh, the levels of petty are so good. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
All right, you've done a pretty thorough job of going through Mr. Friend's things.
Okay. Room is successfully tossed. The intention is to leave there, if she can, uninterrupted.
Uh-huh.
Go lock the door behind her, go straight to her room.
Give me a luck roll when you walk out.
I don't want to, Cup.
Well, you mentioned several times you were taking your time, so...
I know. She is. This is a 76 over 63. Big fail, baby.
Moni, when you walk into the doorway, you're going to see Mr. Friend at the top of the stairs.
Oh, God.
Is there anything you'd like to do before he notices you?
Yeah. No. So I have like the door open and I see him cresting the top of the stairs.
Yes.
Okay. So while carrying his suitcase, she's going to continue out of the room.
Okay.
And she's going to just like lock the door and walk directly towards him. Because she has to pass that stairway to get to her half. So, no, she sees him and she doesn't care. She's getting ready to leave. Her 2-week notice just got moved up. She knows what she's doing.
I'll give Mr. Friend a spot hidden roll.
Jesus. Wow.
So he fumbled the spot hidden. He is oblivious, Moni. Moni, it has been quite an eventful week. I hope that you and patients are still interested in that work we talked about.
Okay. So seeing that, she will acknowledge, and then she's going to look at Mr. Friend, and she's going to throw on the charm times 2 with like the long eyelash bat and the head tilt and the whole faux submission thing. And she's going to say, gray is really your color.
Do you like it? This suit is rather expensive, tailored in New York. When I'm feeling whimsy, I do like to mix it up with just a dash of green. But thank you. It's not often that people notice the finer things.
Oh, no, darling. Gray. It's definitely you. And she'll throw him a wink, and then she's going to go to her room. She's going to put that suitcase down.
He puts a hand on your shoulder momentarily, just to keep you from walking away. He looks you in the eyes. Moni, I underestimated you. You seem to have really come around, and I know we had our differences back at the train yard, but I hope we can put all that behind us, especially with you as my new employee.
Oh, that's all behind us now. I give you my word.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for rising above the anger, as misplaced as it may have been.
As misplaced, asshole. She ought to push him over the balcony. But no, she's satisfied for what she's accomplished today. Yeah, so she is going to smile, almost like that compliant smile.
Yeah.
And then she's going to go and drop that suitcase off and then go outside and see what the fuck is going on with those two.
Okay, well, let's see how that's going. So how is Patience approaching this? You've been heading up to Turkey Hill with Milford in tow. He's wheezing a little bit. The hill isn't too far. You can still see the main street from here. He'll stop and test the wind, frowning. I'm ready, you cur dog. Let's be at it. He pushes his jacket behind his pistol handle and waits for you.
I want to try and cut across his gun hand with one of my knives. Get him to drop the gun.
Oh, okay.
Essentially get him to drop the gun, because I think he's just a confused, angry kid, and I really don't want that on my conscience. So if there's any way I can make him stop this nonsense.
I'll give him a chance with spot hidden.
Mm-hmm.
And he's only a 30.
I do have my long coat on, so. And he's an idiot.
He did fail, so I'll ask for a throw roll for patience. There is some distance between you now.
Yeah. Ooh, I failed.
You can't really push that throw roll, but you could spend luck.
Oh, I can't spend that much luck.
Yeah, it's a lot. He's more hyperactive than he was before. He's trying to get himself pumped up, mishandling the gun at every step.
Sure you want to do this, son?
Jesus, kind of a grisly place to be doing it. All right, so are we going Irish style?
I don't think that's a thing.
Are we going New England method then? How do you typically do these things? You know, I've done some dueling, but I think the rules are different depending on the region.
You count after you get to the right paces, and you shoot to kill.
So we just turn around and shoot.
Usually how it's done.
All right, a little boring. How many paces is it?
20, usually.
Does Moni make it outside in the middle of this?
Okay, so let's see. You were in your room putting the suitcase away, and then was your next action to go outside?
Oh, yeah, like it was literally drop the suitcase off, lock the door, and head straight to outside because they saw Milford heading out. She'll throw the master keys back at Sally as soon as she hits the ground step. But no, the intention is go straight outside.
They went on to Turkey Hill, Moni.
Okay, Moni can start making your way up there.
Okay.
You know, in the interest of fairness, I have just the one gun. I know you've got like 6. Could we agree on one gun here?
All right.
And is it one shot, or how are we doing it?
Usually all it takes.
Right. Cincinnati rules. One shot.
Their eyes are very cold. No one's gonna know about this, son.
What do you mean? We've got a little audience here. The dead will know.
They got their own troubles, son.
I'll tell people about you. I promise.
There's a very slight, hard smile.
Okay, good. I really want to leave it up to a luck roll to see if Moni makes it up the hill in time.
Okay. That is going to be a 72 over 63. She is on the way, but not there.
You run for the hill and your heart drops to your stomach as you see 2 figures silhouetted among the graves. They turn and pace away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if we've ever done a duel with paces, so I think this is kind of fun. What does this look like from Patience's perspective?
So Patience allows the paces because fancy New England bullshit, but it's they've got their coat on, stirring in the breeze as they pace away. Their face is cold and hard and set.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone's looking them in the eyes, they have very almost cold-blooded lack of passion there. These are the killer eyes.
Yeah.
And they're holding on to their composure because they don't want to kill right now, but this dang idjit's going to make them do it, so they're going to do it if they have to.
Yeah.
And they're just pacing away, and as soon as it's time, they'll turn and fire.
Your dex is a lot higher than his. We'll go for the higher level of success to see who shoots first.
Okay. Now watch me roll 100. Success.
Thank God.
Regular.
And he's got a chance against a regular success. But he fails. This is, let's say, easier than target practice for Patience.
Patience whips around. It's very cinematic. The way the coat kind of whips around in the dust, and the gun just kind of comes up in their hand and fires in one very fluid motion. It's very different from their target shooting that they did in on stage. This is very, very much a killer's kind of move.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got an extreme. Two extremes.
This is going to be obscene.
19 on the first one. 23 on the second one. So that's 42.
Oh my god. So your first shot misses, but you're fanning the gun?
Went through his hat, just kind of as a warning shot, and he kept moving.
Yeah, and after that bullet sailed through his hat, you saw a half grin on his face for just a split second, before you split his head open like a canoe. The second shot goes through the forehead, and you're fanning, so the third shot hits his chest. 2 huge sprays of blood. Now, one more thing. Give me a luck roll.
Oh, God. I failed.
Moni manages to get close enough to watch Milfred's body slumber over, and you hear crying near you. It's the young man's bride-to-be. She just drops to the ground sobbing. I need a sand roll from Moni.
Oh, boy. That's a fumble! Yes!
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
That is a fumble on a sand check with a low sand character.
That's max sand loss. This whole bloody scene was beyond jarring for Moni, who's run up here to stop anything bad from happening. That's 6 points of sand loss, and with your low sanity, yeah, that's a bout of madness.
So this is a bout and the temporary insanity, so we're doing both right now, so...
Moni's instinct is to flee. You watch Milfred die horrifically. You didn't like the kid, but you did hear Milfred talk about him lovingly. Now they're both dead. And it's your fault. Moni's racked with guilt. This whole adventure, this escape to the west, it's just something you need to leave behind. Moni's going to be compelled to get as far away from Junction as possible.
And she's having a hard time seeing Milfred Jr.'s obliterated face with Milfred Sr.'s rat-eaten obliterated face. Those are switching places. And by the time that third shot just like opens his chest cavity, is she getting hit with any blood? Or is she out of the distance from there?
Yeah, maybe just on your shoes.
So on her, she's got blood over her casted leg and one over the other shoe.
Oh, that's right, the cast.
It's so good. And her stupid cane. That is perfect. Yeah, the stupid fucking cast.
Mm-hmm.
Time slows down for just a second for her. It actually more or less skips a beat. But she's looking around and she looks at the blood on her cast and she's thinking, why am I in this cast? Oh, that's right, because Cup dropped a whale on me.
Yes. Okay, are you going back to the saloon to get your things?
I do go back into the saloon. Yep, she's going to head to her room and she's going to start packing a smaller bag.
Patience, you'll see Moni's reaction before she turns to head back to the saloon. She pushes through townsfolk drawn by your gunfire. Among them are the Grimm brothers, and you see a glint in the eyes of the eldest, Jack.
Oh, God.
Acting concerned, he yells out to the crowd.
No. This isn't right. We all saw that wasn't a fair fight. You missed your one shot. Are duels just one shot? You fired 3 times. You were dead to rights. He even shot up into the air. That's a gesture. New England style. This wasn't meant to come to blood. This is murder!
You calling me a liar?
No, I'm calling you a murderer!
It was a fair duel. I tried to talk him out of it 4 goddamn times, and we followed the rules.
Yeah, sure. Let's check the gun. If he's got more bullets in there, then maybe you're right. Maybe that was a fair fight.
You ain't the law in this here town last time I checked. And who's you to be arbitrating what was meant by how many rounds are in his gun? Don't matter in an agreed upon fight whether one person has won or not when they didn't specifically agree to 1 round only.
I think you're protesting too much. Stay calm, everybody. I'll check his gun.
Let's get a luck roll off Patience.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck me.
Luck feels good on this one.
Me and my stupid 35 luck.
Baby, you might crush it.
No, I got a 65.
Fuck.
He goes over to retrieve Milfred's gun. He rolls the chamber, he looks over at his brother, and then draws his gun and points it at Patience.
Oh, God, Jesus.
I've still got 3 shots. I'll shoot him if I have to.
Look, everybody! No more bullets!
I've still got my gun out. I never put it away.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah. There hasn't been time to put it away. I got a whole room of witnesses who can testify to the fact I tried to talk this young man out of it 4 goddamn times, and not only that, I told him if you shootin' a duel out here, you shoot to kill. I told him that 4 goddamn times. And still, he went on with it. It ain't my fault. He was headstrong and a stubborn-ass Yankee.
I'm not arguing with any of that. What I'm saying is, you broke the rules of the duel. You dishonored this man. You dishonored this town. You dishonored yourself.
I went by the rules we agreed upon. We never said 1 shot.
Do you have a second who can back up your claims? No? You disrespected my relationship with Moni.
Disrespected a relationship where you talk down to a woman because you think she's less than you?
It's not like that!
Where you treat everyone else like they're some kind of insect to be stamped on? Where you think because you're bigger and you're a man and you're bigger that you could talk down to someone, use derogatory language? That disrespect.
You know it's not like that.
Oh, ain't it?
You want to go now? Huh? I can hold my own. I'm not some fresh-faced kid like the one you just murdered.
You really want to leave your brother all alone in this world? I'll try to intimidate him.
Okay.
Because that's what I'm doing with the whole, do you want to leave your brother alone? Like, you just saw what I did to this guy. Like,
I'll take a roll for that.
Hard success. Yeah, so with the intimidate, as I turn back towards the brother with the gun, I just sort of tap the handle, and I look down at Milfred, and I look back at him, and these fine folks here saw what I can do the other night, up on the stage. This poor fella saw firsthand. You really want to do this now? Are you sure?
Maybe we'll do this another way.
Put it away, son.
You're right. I ain't the law. We'll see what Jed has to say.
He walks off with his brother in tow. They keep looking back at you as they gleefully scheme.
So when I'm sure that the danger's past, I'll put my gun away, take my hat off, and go kneel down next to Milfred, and then just kind of lose a little bit of that kind of hardness to the shoulders.
Yeah.
Take my crucifix out, the one I got from my mama, and say what I remember from the Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't want to do it, son. Shouldn't have pushed me. And light up a cigarette, roll up my sleeve, and I leave that cigarette on my arm for a good long time, and I don't look away from what I did.
You catch the priest from earlier in the day watching you from the crowd. He nods at you and then walks back to town. But I need to know what's happening with Moni and this bout of madness.
Yeah, it's very intentional and it's very calculated. She goes back to the room. She's looking at all this fun stuff that she had planned on doing with Mr. Friend's suitcase and his jack-in-a-box, but none of that matters anymore. Literally, the more she thinks about it, none of it matters. So the only thing she's going to collect is what she actually physically brought into this town, which is any additional blades that she doesn't have tethered to her skirt. Uh-huh. And she will pick up that last will and testament or the deed. I feel like she got a deed to the house and like a billfold full of money.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't a lot of money, though, I don't think.
It wasn't a lot, but it was an estate and the money. So she's going to leave all of that evidence that she just confiscated, stole, right there, just in the room. She's going to head back down to the bar and see if she can get a hold of Sally.
Sally looks concerned. She can see it in your face that something's wrong.
Gosh, Moni. I know it's been a tough day. You hanging in there?
No, Sally, I'm really not. Thank you. And she's like, has her hands and they're sweaty. They're like making the sweat impressions on the table. She's like, thank you. so much for the opportunity to not only stay here, but to work here. But I am leaving Junction, and I highly recommend that you do the goddamn same. And she's going to slide over that billfold with every drop of money that she has over to Sally. So that's anything that she came in with, and then anything that, was inherited from the Milford situation. And she's also going to hand over that deed. I don't know what the house looks like. I don't know where it is. Get out of Junction before it destroys you.
I hear you, I really do.
She quickly goes through these things, and she's just, taken aback by the money.
You don't owe me anything, Moni. I should be the one giving you money. This is too much. I can't accept all of this.
And she just gives her this really pitiful smile, and then she throws her a wink, and then that's all. She's going to leave. And her intention is to hit that fucking fortune teller, and then she's leaving.
You'll cross paths with Patience as you head outside. Moni's storming out of the saloon flustered. Since you didn't pack a bag, it's not obvious to Patience that Moni's leaving.
No, but Patience will notice that she's having it's not even that she's having a hard time. She can't look them in the face at all. Like she recognizes them in her peripheral. She tries to look up at them, and she just can't make eye contact with them, and she's going to continue walking towards the medicine show.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I tried. I really, really tried. Boy had a death wish.
Moni never turns around and never stops walking.
Give her space, not walk as close as we normally do. So obviously something's bothering her.
You'll notice pretty quickly, Patience, that Moni's headed toward Dot's wagon.
You think it's safe after last time?
Again, no response. Her cold shoulder game is definitely practiced. Putting people on ice is almost what she does professionally.
So Patience will just stop, nod, I wish you well, tip their hat and turn and walk back.
There's probably a sniff, but Moni doesn't turn around. Like a sniff and a wiping of the face, but she never turns around.
The black cat circles Patience's legs when they turn around. It follows you all the way back to the saloon, weaving in and out around your gate.
I'm talking to the cat. I know, it's a real damn shame, but the thing with women is you can't push them. And if they decide they're done, you gotta respect it. I'm just talking to the cat the whole way back to the saloon. Patience grew up on a farm, right? So they're used to talking to animals just as a way to vent what they're feeling when they don't have anyone else around. So they're just casually chatting to this cat while they're going back to the saloon.
It's brushing against your legs like it's waiting to be pet. And Moni is going for Dot's wagon.
Yeah, and this is going to be one of those, straight to it, no interruptions, no dodging, opening the door, going in if it's open.
Okay, no knock or anything?
Absolutely not.
Okay, you enter the wagon to Waldo screeching at the abrupt intrusion. Flustered, he flaps an alarm, almost trying to alert Dot.
Addison!
She's sitting on the floor in front of her crystals with heady incense burning all around her. Despite the commotion, she remains seated, eyes rolled back in a trance.
On that very first squawk, she's slinging one of the blades attached to the cord. I mean, this is a pure kill shot, too, if she can get it off.
Oh my god, okay. Holy shit. Okay. Wow. Okay, do you have an attack skill for that?
I do. The way you let me build her out, it's under her fighting brawl with... Yep, it's with the range attacks, it's under the fighting brawl. If it's melee, you have it under, garrote piano chord.
Okay, I think I just need a fighting brawl.
All right. So on that very first squawk, an 81 over 60, that is going to be a fail. You can't push combat. Is this considered combat? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, just because it was a fighting brawl roll.
She's going to drop the luck.
Oh my god, okay.
Every single drop of it. So what is that, guys? 81 to 60 is what?
Holy shit.
21.
Fuck this bird. She'll drop to 21 points of luck.
With a heavy thud, the squawking stops as Waldo's pinned to the back of the shelf and the wagon deadens to silence. Are you retracting the knife with the cord?
Yeah, the second if it pierces Waldo, goes through the wall, she's going to very quickly wrap her elbow and her wrist. It's a very practiced maneuver that she has. And she's just going to adjust off of her good hip, her right hip, and she's going to bring that stupid bird to her with the intention of shattering it onto the ground.
Wow, okay. With a hard yank, Waldo's reeled in. His body dangles on your line, kind of spinning slowly.
Yeah. And the same motion that she does if this was wrapped around somebody's throat or ankle, she has that maneuver where she can bring the person down to their knees, almost like a fighting maneuver, as a trip or a grapple. She's just doing it to the bird just to smash it onto the ground.
You hear a dull crack of hollow bones as Waldo's ground into the carpet. As you do this, Dot's eyes roll forward, and she blinks awake in surprise. Her face turns to horror at the sight of her friend under your foot.
Moni!
If she can snatch that blade back, she is going to wrap it around both of her hands with the additional intention. It's a very threatening, menacing, because she's getting ready to throw it at Dot. Ooh. And she's just going to say to her coldly, "You and I need to talk about Addie."
Yes, okay, please. Moni, who is Addie?
Oh. I'm going to lean into this fumble.
Okay.
And the fact that this woman and this little tribe that she has going has something this significant on her, and she doesn't even remember it.
So what are you doing here? Dot seems terrified.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go with the... She's gonna die. God, Lord, help us. Yeah, let's go with the garrote attack. If I can get her around, if I can get this wrapped around her throat, she'll just bring her down and lock her in.
Moni, please! Stop!
Okay, well, roll your attack.
It's a hard success. 24 under 60.
Give me a power roll.
Like a boss. 81 over 45. Low pow, honey.
Okay, so what does the attack look like?
She asks her we need to talk about Addie. She says, "Who is Addie?" She huffs and she is going to untether that cord, and she is whipping it out with the intention where the blade catches around her throat and just circles again and again and again until it catches. And then she's attempting to apply pressure from there.
Moni!
Give me your damage roll.
So D4 plus damage bonus. She has a damage bonus, isn't she huge?
I think we established she's thick.
That'd be 4 damage. Damage bonus is an additional 1d4. Am I adding that as well?
Wow, if you roll another 4, this could get really interesting.
I rolled another 4. Let's get interesting.
Oh, no. Yeah, you wrap the cord around Dot's neck, like you said. You're waiting for it to catch, and it does. It catches the jugular.
Yeah.
Dot is spraying blood everywhere, her face frozen in terror. She's gasping, trying to muster everything she has to collapse toward you.
Okay.
And you failed your power roll.
Like a boss.
Are you dodging or letting this happen?
She would probably want to dodge out of the way.
All right, make a roll.
Fail 67 over 60, and I'll just take it because she's in reckless mode right now.
You're surprised that Dot stands and stumbles into you despite what you've just done to her. You both crash to the ground as she collides, covering you in slick blood. She claws her way up your clothes to place her hands on either side of your face. Nails are digging hard into your temples.
Face your sins, or you will die in darkness.
She reaches out for the crystal ball and taps it with her ruby ring. It bursts into a million slivers of color.
Oh, God. Awesome.
And Moni loses consciousness.
Did you know that foreign investors are quietly funding lawsuits in American courts through a practice called third-party litigation funding? Shadowy overseas funders are paying to sue American companies in our courts, and they don't pay a dime in U.S. taxes if there is an award or settlement. They profit tax-free from our legal system, while U.S. companies are tied up in court and American families pay the price. to the tune of $5,000 a year. But there is a solution. A new proposal before Congress would close this loophole and ensure these foreign investors pay taxes, just like the actual plaintiffs have to. It's a common sense move that discourages frivolous and abusive lawsuits and redirects resources back into American jobs, innovation, and growth. Only President Trump and congressional Republicans can deliver this win for America and hold these foreign investors accountable. Contact your lawmakers today and demand they take a stand to end foreign-funded litigation abuse.
Thank you for listening to Ain't Slayed Nobody. For ad-free episodes, lots of bonus content, and special programming, please join our wolf pack at patreon.com/ain'tslayed or subscribe to Ain't Slayed Nobody Plus at Apple Podcasts. Nothing helps the show more than becoming a subscriber. See our show notes for full credits and help us grow by posting friendly reviews and spreading the word to your friends and followers. Thank you, and good luck out there.